again to Mighty Line Minute. In our last podcast, we talked about Smoky, her World War II accomplishments, and her efforts post-war with Bill Wynne, and how they worked hard to create a better world and help humanity. Today, we will follow on last week's podcast regarding Smoky and Bill and cover some of those resources that are important to learn from. And at the end of the day, you may learn more in terms of what you can do to help make the world a better place. I'll begin by looking at some books, then periodicals and film. So here we go. Let's get started. Bill documented his story about Smoky in the self-published book, Yorkie Doodle Dandy. It was released in 1996, and it's now in its 8th printing, going on 9th. It has sold more than 50,000 copies, and it's available in hardback. It's also accessible electronically in an audiobook format. Many other books have been written about Smoky. They stack several feet high. The ones I'll be covering are the ones that deal most directly with Smoky and have been authorized by William A. Wynne himself. Here's the best of the best.
The very best book about Smoky, of course, is Yorkie Doodle Dandy, written by Corporal William Wynne himself following his return to the United States in 1945 from war in the Pacific. While that effort from Bill took many years to construct, there is an excellent publication by the 26th Photo Squadron of the 5th United States Army Air Force in World War II. The book, published in 1946 by members of the 26th Photo Squadron, consists largely of photography that accurately recorded the squadron's World War II experiences as they were happening. Smoky, the 4-pound Yorkshire Terrier that was found in a New Guinea foxhole, commands a full page 100, where she is pictured in her famous jacket sewn by American Red Cross nurses. She is also pictured pedaling a scooter, jumping through a hoop and standing with her silver award cup, as well as appearing later in her famous helmet. The final 10 pages of the 26th Photo Squadron are a must-read for anyone wanting to immerse themselves in real-time events that occurred to those traveling the Southwest Pacific during wartime. Albert J. Miller accurately logged the departure, arrival, inter-island travel, and return of the squadron to U.S. shores in a well-written rundown of events. A link to the entire book, including photos, can be found at smokywardog.com. The book Yorkie Doodle Dandy by William A. Wynne was first self-published in 1996 and is currently in its 8th printing. In this gem of animal history, Bill chronicles his pre-war life in Cleveland, finding his love, and becoming a renowned reconnaissance photographer, therapy dog trainer, and entertainer with his Yorkshire Terrier, Smoky. For anyone interested in the bond between humans and animals, Yorkie Doodle Dandy is essential reading. Smoky's connection with injured service personnel and hospital staff provides an early glimpse of the beginnings of the therapy dog movement. Bill's memoir documents several events where Smoky saved lives, such as personnel and planes subject to imminent attack, his own survival, and as an early warning ahead of airborne attacks. He also includes post-war stories and images from time in Hollywood, visits to hospitals and orphanages, and performances in a traveling zoo and on live television. Here are several more books that are essential reading involving Smoky and Bill. Smoky the War Dog, How a Tiny Yorkshire Terrier Became a Hero on the Front Line by Nigel Alsop, is a condensed version of Bill's 150-page book at 112 pages. As a dog lover, if you can find the hardback version, don't pass on it. Nigel is the founder and president of the Australian War Animal Memorial Organisation, Australia's premier war animal and service animal charity. Mr. Alsop also authored the 32-page illustrated children's book titled Smoky, No Ordinary War Dog, perfect for ages 4 through 8. Smoky is one of 4 dogs covered in a wonderful 304-page book titled Beyond the Call of Duty, Heartwarming Stories of Canine Devotion and Bravery. The book was first published in 2010 by Isabel George, a best-selling UK author. She later published A Dog with Destiny, Smoky, as an e-book in 2012. In his later years, Bill worked with Ohio author Nancy Rowe Pym to help write his biography. The book wonderfully captures Bill Wynne's stories from youth to becoming a wartime reconnaissance photographer, a loving husband and father, Hollywood and television dog trainer and entertainer, and a NASA research photographer and plain dealer photojournalist. The book, The Bill Wynne Story, otherwise known as Smoky the Dog That Saved My Life, is an easy read at 168 pages. The book is part of the Young Readers Collection published in 2019 by Ohio University Press. Angel in a Foxhole, Smoky the Therapy Dog is a one-of-a-kind, high-quality coloring book created for both adults and children. It was written by Dave Tabar and beautifully illustrated by artist Samantha Williams. The book contains 18 unique hand-drawn illustrations that include scenes from World War II, the 2019 film Angel in a Foxhole, and certain photographic works created and authorized specifically by William A. Wynne prior to his passing in 2021. In our next podcast, Smoky the War Dog, I'll be covering the amazing animal sculpture work of artist Susan Bahari of San Francisco. I will also update you on some very recent efforts involving the creation of an anticipated Animals of War Memorial in Washington, D.C., as well as some behind-the-scenes moments that occurred during the filming of Angel in a Foxhole.
Thanks, everyone, for taking the time to learn more about Smoky and Bill and how their World War II story transcends into today's world. They worked hard to make the world a better place. So does Mighty Line. Take a look at their products at mightylinetape.com, and you'll see how shapes, angles, floor signage, and floor tape can make the industrial environment a safer place to be. Thanks. We'll see you soon.